Alright, what's up everybody? It's Carl's Collects Comics. I'm back with another episode of Monday Hauls. And man, I've got some cool books to show you from two different LCSs. A really cool back issue that I picked up, just kind of found it rummaging around. And then a delivery that I've been waiting for a couple of months from our very own Bad Idea Comics. So stay tuned. Hey, if you're joining us for the first time, this is Monday Hauls. This is a web series where I show you my pickups from the last week to week and a half. And now tonight, I do have a book that I've been waiting for a while, but I'm very excited that it got here. Let's get started on these, and then I'm going to share a couple neat things with the channel that are going on. All right, so from my first local comic shop here in town, I have some books that are on my pull box that you might be familiar with. My two big Marvel series that I'm currently subscribing to is Miles Morales Spider-Man, and issue number 32 came out. This is cover A for that one. And then this really sick cover B that came out this week. I'm very excited about this one as well. So these two, Miles Morales Spider-Man number 32. I also picked up Moon Knight number 5. If you're not reading Moon Knight, I highly suggest it. This has been a spotlight pick for me and a spec pick for me over the past few months as this has come out. Really blown away by the first issue. You know, it's meandering, but I'm sticking with it because I still think it's one of the best titles that Marvel is putting out right now. On the DC side of things, I've got, well, no, this counts as Star Wars here too. Star Wars The High Republic, number 11. Don't know what happened to my other cover for this one. I need to figure out what is going on there. Then Batman, number 117 on the DC side. It's the ongoing Fear State storyline. And then also got the cover B. Alright, this is James Tynion continuing to finish out his run on Batman. He's one of the best things at DC right now. On my other LCS, I also have another stack of books that starts off with Primordial. This is issue number 3. A couple different covers for this one. I really like any of these stories that that have to do with animals and go into that, go into this and then something that's science fiction with them. I'm sold. I'm right there with it. Kang the Conqueror number 4 came out. This has been a really cool miniseries. You should definitely be picking this one up because I think it does a good job of laying out this character and giving him some depth that maybe was there but just hadn't been unearthed yet. The other cover for Moon Knight number 5. This is the variant, which I really enjoyed that one a lot. Superman, Son of Kal-El, number 5. This is an issue that's gotten on some headlines because this features Jonathan Kent, aka the Superman, Son of Kal-El, coming out as bisexual. And so this has been an interesting story because it's a different take on Superman, and it's interesting to see that character. I had enjoyed the character in the Super Sons series. And so, this is different. It's definitely a different thing because I always liked that World's Finest vibe that Super Sons had, that the different Super Sons series had. And now with them kind of aging him up and, I don't know, giving him these 21st century kind of challenges to, and different life experiences to go through. I don't know. I'm giving it a good run to see where it goes and how it goes. But yeah, the first issue was still a cool, solid issue for DC. Went ahead and picked up Robins number 1. This is a miniseries that's teaming up the different Robins, and that's one that I'm interested because I've always been a fan of the Robin character, regardless of who is wearing the mantle at any given time. So I'm looking forward to that one, seeing what happens with that. Gun Honey number 3 is out. All right, this is under option, or it's in development and been optioned for a streaming series think Netflix, not 100% sure. And then House of Slaughter #1, the second print. This is the foil title variant. And so yeah, I'm just a big fan of Something's Killing the Children. Here is my back issue pickup for this time period. I missed actually sharing it on the last one. This is from the original Moon Knight run, Moon Knight number 23. It's just a really sick cover and part of the story. I'm still on the fence about whether or not I want to build a Moon Knight run. I had issues 1 through 10, including a CGC 9.6, and sold it way too early. So I'm still on the fence about whether or not to just go ahead and build a run, because Moon Knight was one of my favorite characters growing up. I remember the Fist of Khonshu miniseries, but he just always was fascinating to me. I think because he was, at the time, a poor man's Batman, that's what made me like the character. And so there's a nostalgia factor. It's not the same as like G.I. Joe or some of these other characters, but there is a nostalgia factor there. So I'm still weighing out whether or not to go into building that run. I think I want to finish the G.I. Joe run and the classic X-Men run first, before I get into the Moon Knight one. But then these books are just going up in value as we get closer to the premiere of the show. So we'll see. I don't know. That's something I'm just kind of weighing out. The last book I wanted to share with you that I'm very excited about is the second half of this hero trade that had been released a while back. This is Passive Aggressive. Okay, this I had the I think I had the passive, and this is the aggressive. And so the whole release strategy with these was that they have the exact same cover, but there was two completely different interior story and art. They were kind of linked together, but based on the region of your local comic shop that was a Bad Idea retailer, you only got one of them, and your entire region only got one of them. So I couldn't just drive to, like, we have, I think, like 20-something local comic shops in my city. All of them would have had the exact same one. So what you had to do is you had to have been a pre-order subscriber for the final 5, and you had to mail in a sticker and then check for shipping, and then they would ship you whichever other passive-aggressive title you needed. So this was the one that I needed, and I'm gonna show you this real quick. I didn't plan on doing this, but I wanted to because I think it's just a neat, I'm not going to call it a gimmick, but it is a neat thing that Bad Idea did. And I am still picking up Bad Idea books because I think I like a lot of what they're doing. If I can find, here it is. Yep. Okay. So this is the other one. This is the this is the aggressive, and then this is the passive. So they look the same. Okay, they look exactly the same on the outside, but here's the first page of the aggressive. Okay. And then this is the inside of the passive. So this was the other one that I just received. So like I said, really cool thing. They are identical on the outside, both front and back cover, but the inside story is completely different. So based on, like I said, based on the randomness of where your local comic shop was, you only would have received one of them if you were a Bad Idea subscriber, but you would have had to, but then you had to turn in the Final 5 sticker, which you only received if you pre-ordered all their Final 5 titles. So you would have, Yeah, so now I have both sets, and I just thought that was a cool thing. I thought it was worth taking up the extra couple of minutes. I hadn't, like I said, I hadn't planned on doing that and sharing that with y'all, but I just thought you would think that was neat. I have been picking up a ton of the Bad Idea comics. I do still believe in the brand. Their production quality is excellent. Artwork is fantastic on most of the titles. A lot of the storylines I really enjoy. There's been a couple that I haven't been a fan of, but I've covered that in previous Monday haul videos. But I'm just continuing to like, to just like what they're putting out, and I'm looking forward to sitting down and reading these side by side, because I'm told that they do, that they are complementary stories. So that's been this week's episode of Monday Hauls. Thanks so much for tuning in. Couple of brief items about the channel, a couple of announcements. Number one, my first giveaway is live. Giveaway number one, the video for it, which is just under 3 minutes, is live on this channel, and you can find it on the giveaways playlist, or you can find it featured if you're a brand new visitor on the homepage for the brand new visitor to the channel. Make sure and look at that, because I have a copy of Invincible #1, the local comic shop day variant, which I am giving away this Friday, November the 26th. I'm going to go live with a randomizer, and I'm going to give it away. I've got about a dozen people entered thus far. Great odds. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, all you got to do is like that video, comment on that video with the hashtag #CarlsCollectsComics, and be a subscriber, and you'll be entered to win this book, shipped for free to you from me. Just as a way of saying thanks for being a subscriber on the channel. Make sure on this, okay, so that's announcement number one. Announcement number two, also going live on Friday, November the 26th, is going to be my top 10 comic gifts or top 10 gift ideas for the comic fan in your life. And that's going to have some really cool stuff included in it, including some giveaways. And then on that video, you can be entered to win a very special prize from a friend of the channel. There's also going to be some discount codes, like I said, that are going to give you a discount on certain products that are featured in that video. And I can't wait to share that one with you. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, and it's going to be a little bit different, but it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And I'm going to get to showcase some of my favorite comic products that are out there that I think you should pay attention to, but either for yourself or for the comic fan in your life. Last but not least, I am going to be continuing to do giveaways through the end of the year. Each week I'm going to be giving away a different book, because we are stacked up on giveaways. I'd first promised that if we broke 200 subscribers, I would do a giveaway. Well, now we're approaching 500 subscribers, so we're just continuing to grow. So as we do that, I'm going to be giving away more books and more chances to win stuff. So make sure that you're subscribed, make sure to like the video, make sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the pickups for this week. Let me know what you think of this whole Bad Idea thing and the passive-aggressive books. Is there anything that I missed out on this past week that you think I should pay attention to? Anything that you picked up that you really enjoyed that you want to tell me about? As always, I make the commitment to you that if you take the time to leave a comment, I will take the time to respond to it, each and every single one. Make sure to turn on the notification bell, and above all, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. It's a great place. We're going to have a lot of fun moving forward. We've got a lot more videos planned that are going to be dropping and giving you a lot of great tips and hints and fun stuff in this hobby that we all love. Thanks again for tuning in for this episode of Monday Hauls. I'm Carl's Collects Comics, and you have a great night, and I'll see you soon.